In today's sessions, we will see about C operators and control structures. So what's an operator in C? An operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform a certain mathematical or logical manipulations. And operators are also used in C programs or any programs to manipulate data and variables. So actually operators, they operate upon the data and the variables. So in C, the operators can be classified into different types based on the operation that which they perform. So we have about 7 different types of operators: arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, assignment operators, conditional operators, and special operators, of which today we will see about the arithmetic operator. So before we go on to the arithmetic operator, we will talk about another type of classification, which is based on the number of operands. So if you have some operator and if the operator is going to act upon a single operand, then you call that to be as an increment operator or the decrement operator. And example for increment operator is like, if I'm going to declare the variable as say int a is equal to b plus plus, or say something like, you can also have a decrement operator where c equal to d minus minus, then that means that, say for example, b holds a value of say 3. So if I'm going to have it as int a is equal to 3 plus plus, then that actually means that you try to add one, you try to increment 3. That means 3 plus 1, which is actually going to be 4, and a will actually hold the value as 4. So unary operators are operators that actually act upon just a single operand. We also have another other two operators, like the other one is a binary operator where the operators can act upon two operands, like say a plus b. So here a and b are the operands, and plus is an operator. Or any of the operators can actually hold plus, minus, star, slash, and things like that. And syntax can be like this, as say int c is equal to a plus b. And next we talk about the ternary operators. The ternary operators means operators, they will be operating on three operands. So you will be having just three arguments. The first argument is checked for its validity, and the second argument is returned, and else the third argument is actually going to be returned. Example is, say for example, if I have a variable large and number 1 greater than number 2, question mark, number 1 is to number 2. So here what happens is that number 1 is great. If number 1 is greater than number 2, the number 1 is assigned to large, otherwise number 2 is going to be assigned. Okay, so here you find that this question mark plays a very important role, and whatever is to the left hand side of the question mark, so those evaluations are going to be done, and based upon that evaluation, the assignment of number 1 or the number 2 actually takes place. So if number 1 is actually going to be greater, then whatever value is going to be in num1, that will be assigned to the large variable, or else number 2, whatever value is present in num2, that will be assigned to large. Okay, so based on the number of operands on which the operator is actually going to act upon, we have three different types of operators. That is a unary operator, which acts upon one operand, binary operator, which is going to act upon two operands, and ternary operators, which are going to act upon three different operators. So that's about the operators which are going to act upon the number of operands. So number of operands is again very, very important. So now we'll come to the arithmetic operators which are present in C. So if you see this particular table, this gives a very clear picture of what the arithmetic operators are. So we all know that arithmetic operators are the one which I have listed it down: plus, minus, star, slash, and the modulus symbol, percentage symbol, which is actually going to be called as a modulus operator. And then the meaning of that, and also we have an example. Okay, so there are two operands. So plus is an operator which is going to act upon 4 plus 2. So the result is 6. And likewise 4 minus 2, 4 star 2, and 4 slash 2. So division, multiplication, subtractions takes place. And if you talk about the percentage operator, which is actually going to be called as a modulus operator, it actually gives you the remainder to an integer division. Say, for example, 5 modulus 2. So if I'm going to divide 5 by 2, then we all know that you will get the remainder 1. So that remainder is actually going to be the result of a modulus operator. So modulus operator always returns a remainder in an integer division. So please keep that in mind. So that is about the operators. We will see some few examples of that. So the first example is like, how do you perform arithmetic operations in C? Arithmetic operations, all the 5 operators at which we have seen, that is what we are actually going to do. And the first statement is a preprocessor directive. So we have got hash include stdio.h. Then we have the main method. Then I have declared two variables, A which is holding 12 and B which is holding 3. So we're going to perform all these 5 different operators on these 2 operands. So just check, like addition is a variable, addition equal to A plus B. So whatever value is present in A is going to be added with B, and then it is going to be stored in addition. Likewise for subtraction, and then multiplication, division, and modulus. So in modulus, you give it as A percentage modulus operator B, then whatever is the remainder. So A is 12, modulus 3, so we know that the remainder will be 0. So that 0 will actually be returned. Then, so you have all the values in addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. Now you wanted to print that up, then we have to use the printf statement. So printf addition of two numbers A and B is percentage %d slash n addition. So whatever value is present in the variable addition, that will be actually printed. Likewise, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. So this is a very simple example of how actually you perform an arithmetic operations in C. So next we come to the relational operators in C. So relational operators means for all the programming languages, we know the operators are going to be less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, double equal to is equal to, and this is actually going to be not equal to. So these examples, we know 5 is less than 2, then the result is actually going to be a false. So all the return type of the relational operators is actually going to be either it will take true or it will actually take false. So one particular example we can see. So the first statement here is hash include stdio.h, which is actually going to be the preprocessor director. Then I have the main method. So we have 3 different variables, A5, B5, C is 10. So you print up. So we have double equal to, that means A equal to B. So A is also 5, B is also 5. So A equal to B will actually return true. Likewise, if you are going to talk about A equal to C here, then A is 5, B, C is 10. So it will return it as false. And then we also have A greater than B. So A and B are equal. They're not greater. Okay, so it's actually going to return false. Likewise, we evaluate A less than B, A less than C. A not equal to B will actually return false because A and B values are equal. And likewise, A greater than 3, A greater than or equal to C, A less than or equal to B, and A less than or equal to C. Okay, so it will return true or false based upon the values that is actually going to be initialized to A, B, and C variables. So that's a very simple example for relational operator. Next, we'll go to the logical operators. So the logical operators are either return 0 or 1 depending upon whether the expression. Okay, so in the program, we will be having some expressions. So those expressions will be evaluated, and that will the evaluation of the expression will actually result in true or false. So this logical operator is actually used in most of the decision-making functionalities in C programming. So it can hold a true or false, it can hold 0 or 1 respectively, like that. So here also we are going to see few operators. So if I'm going to have, there is an operator, two ampersand operators, that's actually called as a logical AND operator. This piping symbol is actually called as a logical OR operator, and exclamation is actually called as logical NOT operator. So if both x and y are non-zero, it will return true, otherwise false. If both x and y are non-zero, it will return false, otherwise true. And if x is non-zero, it will return 2. Okay, because it's not equal to, otherwise false, right? So this is how the logical operators is actually used in C. Just a small example we will see. Here again we take the variables of a values of a, b as 5 and c as 10, and then we also declare another variable result. So we use a logical operator. So here expressions will be evaluated, right? So here a equal to b is actually an expression. Likewise, in the right hand side, if you see c is greater than b, that is again an expression. So expression on the left hand side, expression on the right hand side will be evaluated individually, and then it will work upon the logical AND operator. Likewise, and then you will get the result as either it is false, true, and so on. Okay. So likewise, if you see here, print of a equal to b or c less than b. Okay. So is a equal to b? Yes. Okay. Any one expressions, if it is true, okay, then the result is going to be true. C less than b. C value is 10. B value is 5. So that is actually going to be false. So true or false. So true or false, the result will actually be true. Okay. So that is how the logical operators NC is actually going to be evaluated. So in this session, we have seen a simple the different types of operators which can act upon the operand, whether it could be a single operand, whether it could be a double operand or a triple operand. So that part we have seen, and then we have also seen about the arithmetic operators, we have seen about the logical operators, we have seen about the relational operators. So other operators we will see in the next class. Thank you.